Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, and it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able
that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. This one complete to Scott Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
21-0 our score after 1.
Bengals 21. Chargers nothing.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got his man on the crossing route, and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Burrow on play action. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need them.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Herbert on first down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
31-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
That's the score. Bengals 28, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in the end zone.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And the Chargers 1st down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Gets through and now an opening. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This Bengal defense, they passed the first two tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And fights through. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Bengals 28, Chargers 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
A conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Burrow now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, Burrow escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow, rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Try the right side here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Their gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go! Let's go!
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Jesse Bates. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after here coming up. And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score Bengals 37, Chargers 28.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
He's ridiculous.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time, but it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Complete to Joe Mixon. That's a gain of 7. Brings up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Play action. It's Burrow letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 25 yards for the touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2 yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9 yard line.
1st and 10. Their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati,